this weekend to help us inaugurate the first annual California Relays. And we hope that we're going to make something big out of this. So we want you to enjoy, have a good time, and hope we put a good show for you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Isn't this a wonderful first California relay? Let's give the organizers a hand. Coach Kennedy and all of his team. Thank you. My name is Floyd. I'm the press secretary to Congresswoman Diane Watson. And Congresswoman Diane Watson sent me here to present a congressional award to John Carlos. Let's give him a big hand. The purpose of the Congressional Award is because of his strong leadership and his strong stand and for representing us so well in Mexico. How many people remember Mexico at the Olympics? This is an historic Olympian that we should honor and cherish, and I'm so glad that the leaders of this relay invited him here so that we could present him with this Congressional Award. He also was outstanding at the 1984 Olympics in Los Angeles. So we had a chance to host the Olympics when Tom Bradley was alive and he was mayor of the city of Los Angeles. He was the chief liaison to everyone coming in, a great Olympian, and we are just pleased to present this award, a recognition from Congresswoman Diane Watson. Congratulations.
And we want to make history by honoring some of our greatest people who have went on before us and made the path for us. And the California Relays would like to present from the great city of the state of California, the California Relays Honorary Marshal, Mr. John Carlos. And we're also in the works from this day forward to name the Invitational 100, the John Carlos 100-meter dash. Now, the boy, 1,600 meters.
Object of the California Relays is to build education and also to honor some of our great ones from the past who blazed the trail for us and the things that they did that gave a lot of us inspiration to do this sport. We have first here, many of you guys know him, from the 1968 gold medalist in Mexico City, 1982 in the 200 meters. We are so proud of the California Relays to be able to honor Mr. Tommie Smith.
Where's our runner?
Thank you, thank you. This is a privilege, and this is what it's all about. Education through athletics. And I want all you young athletes to know this. You have a platform here. Use it educationally and have fun at the same time. You parents, thank you for doing this for your sons and your daughters and for this committee for the first annual. Y'all are great. Thank you for doing this.
And Mr. Smith, we have to honor you. We call our Great Seal of California. It says California 2004 Honorary Marshal, Mr. Tommie Smith. And also from we're in works to naming from this day forward the Invitational 200 meters, the Tommie Smith 200 meter run. And Mr. Smith, we have a certificate of special congressional recognition from the Congress of the United States of America. Certificate of special congressional recognition presented to Mr. Tommie Smith in recognition of our outstanding and valued service to the community. Signed, Diane Watson. This April 10th day of April 2004.
All my runners, I don't know where they at.
The next young lady to come up is someone that I personally know. And because she's one that a lot of the young people probably running here today has had some contact with. She has worked a lot in the youth track of Southern California, into the high schools, and even into the collegiates. She used to be the head coach at USC. She was the head coach at St. Bernard's High School. She ran Southern California Sports Club. She is now presently the head coach at University of Nevada at Las Vegas. She was the head coach of Cal State Dominquez Hills. She was the one that maybe had a lot to do with this track that you're running on right now, her site. And she has her family, Malika, her husband, Warren, and the boss here, her little grandson. And we would like to honor Miss Barbara Ferrell, who has a lot to do with I think, the high school track here in Southern California to this day. Miss Barbara Ferrell Edmondson.
I really don't know what to say after all of that, but it's just so good to come in here and see that you now have a place to call your own. You are here. You could be 1,000 other places doing 1,000 other things. It makes me quite happy and my family happy to know that Cal State Dominguez Hills, in conjunction with the Home Depot, will make this an annual event. And one of the things that we ask you to do is to do it right. You don't know who's looking, or who's paying attention to you, or where you're going to go, and where your opportunity might be. Your opportunity starts the day you get up for the rest of your life. And what we're asking you to do is go to school, go to class, take those 14 core classes, take the SAT and the ACT until you pass it. Keep working on it, because you have people like me that are out here working hard to see that you make it. So there's no reason, no excuses. We don't want to hear anything else other than you're successful, you are a winner, and you'll be here one day and I'll be listening to you. So work hard, run hard, and I expect to come around. I'm recruiting out here for UNLV. And like he says, I've been around to many schools and competitions always there, but if you see me, you know you're going to graduate. Thank you very much.
And as many of you know, Barbara was a gold medalist for the United States 4x100 meter relay, a silver medalist in the 100 meters 1968 Olympics, and from this day, the invitational 4x100 relay will be called, for women, we call it the Barbara Ferrell 4x100 relay. Thank you.
Hey, can we get one of the three of you?
Thank you. The great Tommie Smith and Barbara Ferrell Edmondson.
On stage, that's where my heart is really free. On stage, that's where I always wanna be. On stage, I always wanna be on stage, singing, dancing, making music for the people on stage. Yeah, my heart is really free on stage, rock and rolling to the rhythm of the music.
How's life treating you, man? Wait, I know you.
Who gonna help you? Yeah?
Hey, remember the
you
days?
don't help yourself.
Remember the days we used to run down to CYO meet down at University of Maryland?
Man, I be talking about the job, Bob Comstock all the time.
I was a kid.
And look at his daddy came up to me when I was in high school, right? I'm down there, I had my quarter vans on because I couldn't afford no flats. So I used to warm up in my quarter vans. And he looked at me, he said, you know, kid, I've been looking at you. And Sam Perry was his man. He was working with Sam like Sam was his kid. He said, look, kid, I just want to tell you, son, you got some talent. You know, you could be like Bob Hayes. And I looked at Brooks, I told him, I said, man, I don't know about Bob Hayes, but I think he had his day. My day now. He said, well, who are you? I said, John Carlos. I said, remember that name? We've been tight ever since.
I gotta ask you one question. Don't hit me.
No, he's supposed to ask.
I gotta ask you. Okay, you gotta ask.
He's supposed to ask.
I gotta ask you what Ivory Crockett is.
Ivory Crockett. If I ask a question, he ain't gonna get to hit me. Wait a minute. Why would I hit you about Ivory Crockett? Ivory Crockett didn't do no more than what they gave.
You're right.
So, it was Herb Washington, Ivan Crockett, B. Evans, you know.
But all in all, man, let me just tell you this. I just think that God has blessed me as well as those guys that you mentioned to be born into an era that was so great and stuck out so much in this era of sports. And when I say era of sports, because you have to remember that track and field is the pinnacle of all sports. You have to run to do anything, play table tennis, and then to be such a universal sport. Only sports that was more universal than this was soccer or football, as they say, track and field, and the greatest of all was women, sex. That's probably the greatest sport, okay? But those are universal sports. And just to be engraved in the edges of history with one of those sports, man, is all anyone can really ask for.
Well, I wish I could say you gave us hours of entertainment, but you gave us seconds of entertainment. You were so fast. But
I gave you hours, brother, hours. When you combine them all together, hours, weeks.
He used to run every weekend like it was a race that he had to run for his life.
Well, we used to run like 2 meets a weekend.
Yeah.
And we used to run 12 races a day, a meet. Remember, we ran. When we see these kids. Well, see, you take into account these kids run one race. We used to run a heat semi and a final. So we had a heat semi-final 100, heat semi-final 200, and then come back in the relay and run 2 races in the relay. Jump on the plane and fly to Canada or fly to New York. There's the Smiths. There's the Smiths right there.
Is that look like Tommie?
That's the Smiths right there.
That look like the Tommie?
look at the early day.
Yeah, look why he walking up. That's the way he walking. What's going on, man? Look up, man. That look like Tommie Dillon right there.
Give us an introduction for Comcast Cable.
Comcast Cable.
All right,
This
my
is
name
Tommie Smith.
Smith.
Where's your 1968 200-meter champion. Mexico, 68.
Are you doing anything?
Very good. You didn't forget, huh?
Nah, I am. Let me see if I can get the time right.
All right.
I'm going to say 19...
It ain't that bad.
Good start. Good start.
1903
Yesterday,
1984.
Yesterday you, see now, yesterday, the day you, forget it. 1983.
The 2 most controversy individuals of the 1968 Olympics, Tommie Smith and John Carlos, who set the pace for track and field.
Absolutely. We owe you a lot.
The most talked about Olympics, the modern day Olympics. Boy, it was so difficult, man.
How you doing? Introduce yourself and tell us what your wife's doing.
Oh, Walmart tires?
Yeah.
What, 64, 68, 100 meters, world record. Now in LA, teaching in LA school district.
Really?
Right.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hey, you hear what Tommy said? He looked at that. Oh, I need one of them hats. My kids go there, right?
Coach, take care.
Gonna get one. I ain't gonna get one.
Coach. They need some help. Take care of them.
Okay.
Hey, you hear that? Hey, he didn't give it outside, but he said take care of them. Coach. Take care of them.
Get on film. Get on film.
Hey, you better get
He graduated from Chris Shaw.
over there, boy.
He's from the Shaw too.
Why you?